You are XC443, an ancient human which has been cryogenically preserved by entities unknown to you. The previous 442 cryopreservation test subjects all died shortly after being thawed. Your body is still frozen, but your mind is fully awake. The unknown entity, which goes by Atlas, wants you to perform a series of simulated tests before they dare to fully revive you. You'll go along for now, even if you feel something is not quite right.
Welcome back, XC443. It is time to continue your adventure. Great news, XC443! Your prefrontal cortex is now huge! It used to be so tiny. We're a bit proud of you, but now it's huge, as we said. Not huge by our standards, but huge in comparison to where you started. Maybe 80 to 85% of where we want you to be at the end of the simulations. Anyways, to get to the point, we believe it's time to lift some of the restrictions we've placed upon you when reaching a new simulation. Starting now, you will no longer have to acquire books of knowledge to advance a certain crafts. You are beyond books. Your prefrontal cortex absorbs new knowledge like a sponge. We have filled the combat simulation with several monsters you've encountered in previous simulations, so the following pages will only mention new monsters that you will need to learn to master how to fight. The Endermen, tall ethereal beings of the void. Putting interference parts in your weapons will stop them from warping. Witches, masters of alchemy and they're no friend of yours, found on the large spawning platforms in the combat simulation. Now, before you can produce the next evolution of machines, you need to craft advanced PCBs, which is a form of advanced computation circuit that is much better at calculations than your previous designs. Craft empty PCBs in the pressure chamber, then prepare those for etching in the UV light box. We can trade you schematics for the light box with the Amazon tablet. The UV light box is powered by pressure and can be sped up by speed upgrades. The UV light box exposes the circuit to powerful UV light, making the etch success chance go up.
Okay, so we need to get our little Amazon guy up again, and I think this is 8 emeralds because we want a PCB, yes, there, a PCB blueprint, which is funny because in the recipe there's one that's for 18 emeralds, but obviously in this one they only want it for 8. We have about a stack of emeralds, not anymore, and we will get our little Amazon friend to come and yay, hi, he's taking our emeralds. I love this guy. And he will give us the PCB blueprint, which we need to make the UV light box. And I'm going to make, I think we need at least 8 because all the stuff that we will ever need for the, there we go, for the, you know, this nonsense, we will need 8 total. So there we go. Okay, and that is the UV light box, which I think I can just chuck next to a pipe. Not that way around, obviously. Ta-da! Perfect. That wasn't very difficult. So now we need to make some empty PCBs, which is a piece of yellow plastic. So we wanted 8 to start with. I assume we're going to need more than 8 though, so let's maybe make, I'll see if we can make 16, that might be over ambitious. And we are also going to need these circuit boards from immersive engineering, which requires the vacuum tubes, which is not really that expensive, so I'll do that. Okay, everything collected for the circuit board, so that's 16 vacuum tubes and 16 circuit boards. It's just sort of ironic to me how simple it is to craft these things compared to how it used to be. So I'm going to have to actually get rid of this filter. I'll do it in a bit. Actually, I don't need to do it immediately. So these go in. That should be on extract. Yes, they go in. It's a bit slow. Do these still have speed upgrades in? Yes. I'll take a couple just for this for now. And yes, and this will slowly but surely make some of the PCBs. And we're only going to do 8 the manual way. Obviously, once we've done the 8, we don't need to do them anymore like that. We do also need to, let me see, have a laser program for each one. Oh, this one's probably the best one. Oh, that's just been put together. I can just buy that. It's only if it's some amount of emeralds, so I'll do that. Ignore the sound of escaping pressure. I can't figure out where on earth the pressure's escaping. So that's fun. But so yes, ignore that. Yeah, again, literally not a, unless it's like, nope, don't know where the pressure's escaping from. Anyway, besides that, UV light box. We don't really have a whole lot of pressure, so I'm putting speed upgrades in an air compressor to make it go up a lot, and then we go into this, and then I chuck some speed upgrades into here to try and speed it up a bit, and it takes a while. So there we go. We're managing. It just will take me a minute to do 8. Okay, everything is hunky-dory. I've turned block noises off so that the hissing would shut up for a bit. We chuck them in there for a while until they etch. Cool. That's basically it. Okay, I've made a bunch of capacitors and transistors, so we should be able to just make 8 printed circuit boards to start with. And what of these? So we want an assembly controller. Okay, that was easy enough. An assembly platform, which I'm not quite prepared for all of this. 2 seconds. I am somewhat more prepared. So there is our assembly platform. We are going to need, oh, we don't have any hoppers. 1 hopper, 2 hoppers. We need 2 IO units. 1, 2, perfect. One of them is going to be input, the other one, oh, I don't think I need to change it in there. And then we want an assembly drill. And finally, even though I've removed it, oh, I need a white pristine lens. We're almost there. I'll just make that and we should be good. Right, lens acquired. Let's make ourselves the laser. Perfect. I did make a few more speed upgrades for the thing so I can get up to pressure, and this should go here like that. Problems. Needs more pressure. Oh, import and output. Hit with a wrench. Can it be any wrench? Yes, it can be any wrench. So, oh yes, I got rid of the UV light box. I didn't think you were going to need it after that. We might need some more speed upgrades to get to the right amount of pressure, to be honest. That's fine. It's just sugar that we need. Everything else is fairly cheap. And there we go. I can't remember. I can't remember quite how much this does. It might do the whole new. Did I not make 16 of these? I'm so sure I made 6. Did I only take 8 out of here? Am I silly? I'm silly. Found them. So these should go in here, and then once we get to enough pressure, it should work. And now we are at 3.5 bars of pressure. This will very slowly but surely work and produce us our circuit boards, which is very cool. And it's actually simpler than I thought, so that's wonderful. I'm sure it makes actual noises, but again, I've turned it off because this keeps hissing for some reason.
To master combat, we need you to craft a few tools to help you along. The Deep Learner will track your progress with different monster types by telling you how close you are to mastering combat against that specific monster. Mastering combat will also give you access to new resources and powerful rewards. Mastering combat and reaping the full benefits of the Deep Learner is its own science. You can learn more inside the Deep Mob Learning Guidebook. You will need a simulation chamber, which will produce matter from polymer clay, which you may have started producing to make your conduit cabling. We'll also train your models and sometimes produce pristine matter. And finally, the loot fabricator will turn pristine matter into loot. The type of loot does depend on the type of pristine matter. Finally, the trial keystone will allow you to train even more efficiently, fighting waves of monsters in an arena-style combat format. Some self-aware trials will even give you special rewards. To progress, you will need to produce a handful of various pristine types.
Okay, I've had a quick look through all the pristine matters, and these are the ones that we can both make and will need, I think, for the future. It would also probably be good to have the gas one, but I don't think we have access to gas or with the skeletons at this point. So it is simply zombies, which are useful for, you can put them in the digital mob agonizer, which is useful. I don't know if you can do that for the other ones. I think must be able to. So yes, we've got the zombie, which gives iron and rotten flesh, but it's also used to make this Star of the Blood Moon, which I don't quite know how much we'll need of this, but it seems like something that's probably useful in the future. Skeletons for their heads, because we need to make this in the future, and that needs a stack of heads, so I assume that's going to be useful. Creeper for gunpowder, spiders for string, and I think actually we did need the spider eye for something previously. Oh, and it helps us get gas tiers in another way, which is pretty good. Witches for various things, so they're incredibly useful. I don't think we need a cave illuminator, but glowstone, redstone, sugar, and this sinister witch dust, I'm sure, will all come in handy. Blazes for blaze powder or blaze rod and sulfur. With a skeleton, oh, we can't do them. Enderman for ender pearls, and I don't know if the heads are actually useful, but they might be. Shulkers for diamonds, and I don't know if the shulker cells are that useful. Again, we need it for this star. And maybe we can make some nice shulker boxes just simply for fun. Oh, it makes a potion. Illagers, I decided we don't need. Thermal, unless we suddenly need loads of emeralds, then we'll make it, otherwise no. And then the last one is just the thermal elementals, just mainly for this, and we may need some of these other dusts randomly throughout, so I guess it's just good to have that. And they are also the only ones we can make. We can get blazes from the arid plains, there's spawners in the towers, and same with the thermal guys. I think any of them that you can kill is fine for that. So yeah, that's what we're we're aiming for. So that's 9. So we'll need 9 simulation chambers and probably 9 loot, at least 9 loot fabricators. Actually, maybe we don't need that many. We may only need a couple of loot fabricators. But we definitely need 9 simulation chambers. Okay, so we need to kill monsters to be able to win. So I've made a shuriken, or I will literally about to make a shuriken. I don't know if this changes anything when I turn it. I don't know. Aha! Interesting things to consider at this very second. I'm putting prismarine on it because it does more damage. And I mean, I can change these later. So we've got Manulin and Cold-Blooded because we get more damage from that. Holy for the undead enemies. Agrodynamic is the water. We don't really need that. I kind of wanted the interference one, but we don't have any end stuff yet, so we're going to leave that for now. Jagged, it says we get more damage every point of durability, so I'm going to make this unbreakable. So to make it unbreakable, I want to also make sure that it is a very low durability when we do that, so that we can have as much damage as possible when it becomes unbreakable. So yes, that is our thing, and we should be able to put 3 reinforcements on it. Obviously, we need 5 to make it unbreakable. So I will need to go and kill some things with it for now to do that. So wish me luck. Oh, I was going to make some diamond armor. I assume. What is steel armor like? Is there steel armor? Oh, there is. Let me look at diamond. Is diamond better? I'd assume so. That's 3-2. That's 2-1. Yes, we will make some we should have enough diamonds. Well, I've got more diamonds hiding. This isn't all my diamond. So yes, we'll make some diamond armor. I'll keep my bouncy boots on for now though, because I do like them. Diamonds, beautiful. I don't need this stuff. And I will just go into the combat simulation and I will kill some things and level the shuriken up until we can make it unbreakable, etc, etc. That should be fine. Obviously, I like the shuriken the best. It's my favorite weapon, and if I don't have a shuriken, I'm sad. So, and just to show off my shuriken, it's like 2 hits for most things. It does quite a bit of crit. I might put an embossment of nickel on. I think that gives it like infinite stuff. It's not got the best distance on, which is why interference is good, I think, because it sort of just... Is it interference? End speed? It's end speed I think we want. That means it just literally instantly teleports to the enemy rather than like having to travel. I don't also know how much... We haven't got... I don't know if this is ammo going down or durability. I guess ammo and durability are the same. So actually, we might be able to run over to some of these structures and see what's going on with them, since I can sort of kill stuff now. Also, I did put manulin on and some quartz on my sword. So that should do quite a bit of damage now if I ever hit anything with it. Should we try it out quickly just to show my... Yeah, I mean, that's obviously we like shurikens more because it means I have to do less. So this is a structure. Okay, there's witch spawners. That's not nice. Okay, that might need to wait until we have a better... Or some torches even on us, since I've been poisoned. And we will run out of durability. Well, that's fun. Okay, actually, this is fine. I don't know why I can break these, but I can. I please. Oh, good. We've upgraded it once. That's nice. But I died. Whoops. Oh, well. Okay, I'm back in here. I've been killing... Oh, God, there's a lot of zombies, isn't there? There's a lot of spawners around, which is great. This is good also because I need more experience. Anyway, I found this. I don't know what it is. Bog shroom. It's a steadfast inversion pillar. Star of the Blood Moon. Okay, so this is the thing that I was looking at to make before. So I guess we come back to this later, but I guess it's good that we found that. Yes, I'm still working on getting this to unbreakable. But I don't feel completely overwhelmed by most of the mobs. I did kill all of the witch spawners over there. I didn't think there's any loot, so it's not as exciting as we thought. Or we thought, at least I thought. So I guess I'll just continue killing some mobs until we have full upgrades. Full, whatever it's called. Unbreakable. Okay, I did it, then I broke it. So this is now unbreakable. So I would like a few more modifiers for power. What power? Hurtingness. Strength. Sharpness. That's what it is. So that would be good. But now we have an infinite durability ranged weapon. We should... I don't actually know. I haven't looked at the recipe for this. Can I make this? Almost. Okay. I will make this. And then we can make some of these data models. We are going to need quite a lot of these. Oh, I get 2 per. Okay, that is not as bad as I thought it would be. Cool. We'll do that. Okay. There is our deep learner. Wonderful. Can I make any of these? No, I cannot. I need these soot-covered plates. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. That should be enough. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we were so close to 9. It's all right. We can just run over here quickly, grab some whatever's in here. Oh gosh, that's a bit slow, isn't it? I will return once I have filled these somewhat. Okay, I'm just back from the arid waste. Everything's at least basic now, so that's something. Have I stopped levitating? Good. So now I guess we make some simulation chambers, I think. And how expensive are these? How expensive are these? Oh, I hate making this. Can I make dark steel yet? No. Cool, that's fine. I don't know how many we need actually, so we'll see. I want to see what other stuff Atlas has got for me.
Well, XC443, funny you should ask, since there are 2 that you haven't got, which are gas and weather skeletons. But sadly, you will have to put in a little bit more effort to fill that data model roster up. As you mentioned, some monsters are known to you, but out of your reach. So to do this, you need to set up a cursed earth farm to produce essence and use that to convert skeletons into weather skeletons. The mob imprisonment tool lets you capture a monster in the world. Once captured, you'll be able to spawn it using a mob duplicator. The mob duplicator can spawn monsters when it is supplied with essence and a mob imprisonment tool which holds the monster, and essence can be acquired by slaying monsters with a mob crusher. The mob crusher can slay monsters, pick up the loot and extract all the essence out of their being, and can be upgraded. Cursed Earth spawns monsters in the world without the use of a spawner. It aggressively spawns monsters when it is in low light level conditions. This is produced by infusing grass with witch water. Witch water is a toxic concoction which can turn certain beings into their corrupted counterparts, as mentioned previously. And here is a list of all of these corruptible beings, which you will not be able to see as your mind is too small. However, to acquire pristine wither skeleton matter, you will have to spawn regular skeletons into witch water to turn them into wither skeletons. If you have saved up some experience, the cursed earth farm might not be the best option to move on quickly. If you use a fluid dictionary converter, you can convert your hard-earned experience into essence that you can use to spawn skeletons. You will also need to capture a few squids with a mob imprisonment tool and drop them into witch water to turn them into ghasts. You'll realise that the mob duplicator seems a bit overkill for this task, since you only need to capture 6 squids for the 6 ghasts needed to train the ghast data model.
Okie dokie, just to catch you up on what I've been doing, I've been a little busy, and we now have automated oil from the arid waste. So I've made a fluid pump from industrial foregoing. We can't make the mechanism one just yet, so we'll do this one. I'm sure this will actually keep up. I don't think we need to go much faster than this. We have a power cell from RF Tools, which basically has a power cell which links, or a power cell card which links to the power cell that we have back at the base. To do that, you put one in the left in the original one, which is the one at the base, and then you put any other card in this one in the original cell, so it links when you put the new cell here or the card here. I was having some trouble with that, but basically that powers that, and we have a chunk loader, so now we should have infinite oil, and it should be chunk loaded. I've chunk loaded the base as well. There's just a chunk loader in there now, which covers 81 chunks, which is plenty, I would imagine. So this is our ender tank. We're gone too far. I shall chuck it here and on output, and this should fill in this bucket, and now we shouldn't have any more problems with oil. Additionally, I have just been messing about trying to get enough simulation chambers. We should have enough now. Yes. And also, because I was just fixing that oil, I'm also been automating polymer clay, which I'll finish and then show you. Okay, so we have now automated polymer clay, and to do that, we have a crafter over here with the polymer binding recipe thingy in it. That's not perfect. Actually, we've got tons, so it's fine. The night is over there and it's not connected to the system, but it's fine. We've got tons. So this just comes out of this interface just because it was close, and why not? That's not going into here automatically, is it? That would be bad. Nope. Okay, good. Not a problem then. So this goes into the crafter. We make the polymer binding agent over there, and then over here there's another interface which has the binding agent and dried bricks, which we've automated over here, which I think I've seen. It's been a couple of days for me. Yes, that's all automated. So we have plenty of dried clay coming from our mining system. That goes into an induction smelter, which makes polymer base, which goes into a fluid transposer with the liquid plastic, making a binding agent, and then going straight back into the interface. So that should be our polymer clay sorted out for our simulation chamber. So let me set these up. Okay, I fear I will not be doing this properly right now, but that's fine. So I have some witch matter here, and what we actually need for the next part of our journey is sinister witch dust. So I'm going to chuck this into a loot fabricator and get some of that. So basically it takes the pristine matters. Did I actually show this? I can't remember now. Basically I've put the simulation chambers in here. They run on polymer clay. It comes out of here when we have some, and it goes into here, and then stuff happens. And then you get pristine matters as a chance, and that makes nice things such as blaze rods. Some of these will give us more pristine matters than others because they will have better, stronger, pristine chances depending on if they're self-aware or not, because I didn't make them all self-aware. But yay, now we can have blaze rods more easily. This is I think that's creepers, spiders, skeletons. So yeah, we've got all the matter. I don't particularly think there's much that I don't feel incredible needs to automate this right now. Ender pearls will give us, or ender matter will give us ender pearls, which is nice. And yeah, I've just got 3 of these for now. We don't get enough matters. We don't get enough polymer clay, to be quite honest. It is running. It is just a bit slow to fill up everything. Is it running? No, we are out of... Why? Ah, the pressure has dropped. We are out of gasoline in one of these for some reason. That's good. Oh well, I'm sure it'll come back eventually, maybe. Who knows? You might be wondering why I needed all this sinister witch dust. It is basically so that, that's an output, I can make cursed earth. This is too slow. I will upgrade. It is still slow, but we have upgraded. Yes, I could put a few augments in here actually, speed it up a bit more. Anyway, basically we need cursed earth because I need a cursed earth mob farm, which basically allows me to farm mob essence. Can I make 3 of these? Yes. Yes, it lets me farm mob essence, which is useful for duplicating mobs, which is what we want to do next. I also want some, there we go, that's a bit faster, witch water to be able to convert squid into gas and skeletons into wither skeletons, which is both very, very useful. So that is why we are making this. I will also need a mob crusher, as this is what... Oh, that's actually so cheap. I was like, this is going to be expensive, but it's not. So yeah, the mob crusher is what gets us the mob essence from the mob, and also gets us drops. We might actually not need half of these, but that's okay. And we can just repurpose some of these for other ones, etc. Because I left 2 gaps for the gas and the wither skeletons, but we might not need that. I'm actually kind of done. We just really needed the witch water buckets because I can find skeletons fairly easily, but we're making a gas data model. I can't do that one yet until I have a wither skeleton skull. We might want to make a cleaver, to be quite honest. So maybe I'll do that. And then we'll go hunt some wither skeletons and just pour witch water on them. It's the same with the gas data model. I can just pour a little bit on the squid. We only need 6. So the mob thing was probably a bit overkill. Okay, we are in the land of combat again, and there's skeletons. So what we want to do is turn them into wither skeletons, and I'll hit them with my brand new blade. And that was quick. I think that's a skull. Well, oh, is that a drop of evil? No, it's charcoal. It's charcoal. But there we go. My cool cleaver, it's just manual and steel and stuff, worked a treat. So now I can just simply, where is it? Chuck this in here with this, and there is our wither skeleton data model. So I just need to go and do that 6 times, and we will have it. And I will do it for the ghast as well with squid, which I'm sure will be much more annoying, to be quite honest. To do the squid, I have made a mob imprisonment tool, which is very cheap. So what I'm going to do, there's going to be gas, and this is going to be fun, isn't it? We're going to have a little pool there. And there's the gas, and then it dies. And I'm just going to pick out from the pool 6 squid until we have enough. I've done the wither skeletons already. Again, that was quick. I don't know why I waste so much time doing things, but I think I was also doing some other useful stuff. So, you know, it's not all being a waste. Plenty of squid. And there we go. We've now reached basic tier. A dark presence calls out to me from the void. I haven't heard from Atlas or the Command Center in a while. This might be worth investigating. A few days pass. After researching the properties of radiant stars, I came up with a hypothesis. Attuning an infused radiant star to the blood god will create a star of the blood moon. Before I can test my hypothesis, I must synthesize an infused radiant star. I believe I need something like the fluid transposer machine, but probably much more advanced. I pondered this for days, and I finally come up with a design that could work. I have created the schematics for the Enderium Infusion Basin multi-block machine. My theory is that the Star of the Blood Moon could open up rifts to other realities. Atlas never mentioned such a thing as multiple realities, but the pull I feel is telling me otherwise. The pull is coming from those odd shrines in the combat simulation that are surrounded by vibrant mushrooms. I feel so close to getting it. Since I have been given no new goal from the command center, I might as well test my crazy theory. To be able to make the Star of the Blood Moon, however, there is a couple things we need to do. The first is upgrade our Blood Altar to tier 4, and this is also because we need Bloodstone bricks as well as Demonic Slates. We will need to set up Starlight Infusion from Astral Sorcery. That's 2 things we need to do. We will need to kill. We will need to make an Enderium Infusion Basin with this tooltip, which is made like so. And finally, we will need, we've already got all the matter, so that doesn't matter, some glitched hearts, which come from the Trial Keystones. So we will need to do whatever this is. Okay, not too difficult, perhaps, possibly. And there is our trial keystone. I'm making up the trial key. I honestly can't remember how this works again, so I'll have to look it up. So, I've got trial keys in my inventory. We're going to the combat. I'm going to do a zombie, because it just seems fairly easy. There we go. All the trial keys have been attuned to zombie. Lovely. So now we just need like an arena space to do this in. We should be all right, to be honest, because I do have my shuriken and yeah. Okay, 7 tiers. I had to get rid of some flowers and stuff, so they're in my inventory. We start and see how this goes. So yes, we can't leave the trial area or bad things will happen. Maybe I should have done one of those beetroot things, but I think we'll be fine. I just don't want them to like, oh, glitch alert, kill it. Good, right. That drops stuff I want. Thank you. A glitched heart. Is that regen? Oh no, regen. I know it's for the zombies, but technically it helps me. I think this will be fine. I think with the shuriken, I think I've said this before though. Maybe I did with the skeletons and what was the mod pack called? Interactions. So I think maybe that was the issue. We should be all right with this one. We've got good, regen. Not that we need it, but might as well take it. There might be blaze invaders at some point too. I don't know if they spawn when. Okay, this isn't actually too bad. I will stop showing you this because it's probably quite boring just hearing me ramble. Okay, there's only like 3 opponents to go. Whoops. There we go. Woohoo! We got some glitched hearts and we got some pristine zombie matter. How many glitched hearts do I actually need? 2, but we also want some glitch infused ingots made by stabilizing unstable glitch fragment, crafted by crushing a corrupted glitch heart, crushing it against some obsidian, 3 per heart. I think for this one, we chuck it in with some lapis and stuff. I don't know if it's 1 ingot per. Right, I'll try it out. We'll see how many we need. So we're going to crush this. So we get that many. And then we're going to get some gold as well. 6 gold. Let's do 6 lapis. And we're going to chuck some water over here. Let me just chuck these in. And this should make us the ingots. And we get 6. Okay, so it is 1 to 1. That's good to know. But you want a full set of the armor because it gives me flight. So yes, we want enough for that. So I'll do a few more. And now for the moment of truth. 1 glitched infused helmet, some boots, a chest plate, and some leggings. And oh, we have creative flight. Oh, there was lightning. That's why there's a hole in my roof. Oh dear, that seems to be producing way too much stuff. Oh well, who cares? Whee! We can fly now! Life is better. So much better. Goodbye, slime boots. You were great for the past 4 episodes. Technically sort of 5 episodes. I can land and I don't bounce anymore. Whee! We can fly. Lovely. Now let's work on the rest of the stuff. That's step 1. Completed it. And first things first, I need to make myself a Hellfire Forge. I'm pretty sure we haven't made. I will also need to make some snares, which again, I'm pretty sure we haven't made. Oh, it's string in the blood altar. That's a new one on me. And how do I make the sentient sword? It's funny that we haven't actually done this yet. Okay, it's just a petty tartaric gem. Okay, that's not an issue. Yeah, it's really funny that we haven't actually done this yet, because normally you do this first in blood magic, but apparently not. So this will give us some snares. Oh, I'll make a few. We don't really need that many. We just need enough to make this a couple of Tartaric gems, and that's about it. And I am in the plane of combat. They're already trying to attack me, and we want to throw the snares until we get a particle effect. There we go. That was oddly quick. I mean, it's much longer than that. There we go. And that's, to be fair, that's probably enough wills. I'll use all the snares up for fun, because why not? It's not like I'm going to use them otherwise. Aha, there we go. See, sometimes it takes longer. I'm sure you've all done blood magic before, but for those who may have not have done it, okay, there we go. We've used them all up. That's how you do it. So now we have a few wills. They all have different values. We are going to want a couple Tartaric gems, and to make a Tartaric gem of the first variety, we need gold, lapis, glass, and redstone, which is nice and easy. There we go. And what we need to do is we go over to here, we chuck these in, and we put a will in. See, that's quality 1, so this will just make us the 1. Actually, these are actually really terrible. So because I've only got one that has actually 1 in it, we chuck the rest on the floor, like so, and that should give us 2 will, which means we have enough will to make another one. I'm also going to need an iron sword for this, and with that and a Tartaric gem, and hopefully the 1 will that we have remaining, this will make us a sentient sword, which means we can fill this gem in a little bit more easily. And just to show that off, if we put the shuriken in our off hand and the sentient sword in our dominant hand, I suppose, these guys will create will when they die. You can just kill them with the sword. This is just like a million times easier, so you might as well just do it like this if you have a shuriken, because otherwise you have to enchant the sword and blah blah blah, and this is just a much more simple solution, especially when you now have creative flight. Everything basically one-shots, and as you can see, the Tartaric gem is slowly but surely filling up with their souls. Next task, I need to make some arcane ashes, which are made like so in this thing, whatever it's called. And the next part I didn't realize, we are going to have to get another trial key, and we're going to have to do a skeleton this time, which is fine. Have a self-aware skeleton model. It's I think, no, Enderman skeleton. There we go. So I'm just going to go kill a skeleton, and that should do the thing, and then I'll do the trial again as per. And why do I need to do a skeleton trial of all trials? Oh, this is where I was cheesing the zombie one. I don't need to do that now, because we need this binding reagent. So, oh, I can't fly. Okay, never mind. I can still fill her up then. So yes, I need the binding reagent for the next step, and apparently it's not made like it normally is. It's made like this, which is actually kind of cool. And there is our binding reagent. Perfect. So if I don't need to go home, but I sort of just need the diamond sword. So let me grab a diamond sword, and what we're going to do is we put this on the floor like so. Oh, this might do lightning, I don't know. Make it look cool, and then we chuck. We don't chuck, we right click. Come on, I know how to do this. And this will make us a bound blade, which we can use to get blood shards off mobs. Gimme, gimme. Too slow. Perfect. And this, yes, there we go. We have to right click. It uses blood from the blood network. And similarly to what I just did, we are going to cheese it like this. Oh, I need to hold the bound blade in my hand though, otherwise it doesn't work. And eventually we should get, okay, that was really quick, a blood shard. I think it gives us 16 blood tiles, so we don't not need that many. So that should probably be enough. But there we go. That was very easy. Boom. And then what we want to do with some stone is turn them into the large bloodstone tiles. We are going to need the bloodstone brick, 2 of that. I'm keeping my ingredients in here. And we need 4 for the blood altar. I haven't made the runes yet, but we'll just do this together. We come over, and I think you can have any. I quite just like the plain tile for this. I think it's 7 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's 7 on each side. So we are going to want 28 blank runes. And with our tier 4, I think, blood altar, it must be tier 4 because this is actually doing stuff. We can make ourselves some demonic slates, which slowly but surely get. Yes, I did just do blank runes. I probably could have done speed runes. I can't be bothered. So this is a bit slow, but it's fine. I will upgrade it if we need more in the future. Okay, to be able to make ourselves the celestial altar, I need to upgrade our starlight crafting altar to the celestial altar, like so. With this is a recipe. It's quite simple. I will have to rejig the structure. It will be wrong, which is a shame. I hate doing that. But there we go. We now have that one. We will go home, and I will find my book, and we will astral. It's probably over here, isn't it? My tome. Yes, and we will upgrade the altar. There it is. To It's in Constellation. Me. Oh no, it's probably not in Constellation, is it? It's probably in Attunement. So much scrolling. This one. Do this. And now this is built, I can go back and we can make the almost. Is it? I can't remember which one it is. Is it ambient? It might be ambient. I hate the portal noise. Anyway, there we go. We got the pristine lens. I forgot to take it. So professional. There we go. Starlight infuser. And it shall be made. Woohoo. And actually, we can do the schematic. I can go to Astral. We can go to Starlight Celestial. Starlight Infuser, that's it. And I can place it wherever I want, which almost is actually perfectly there. And this is nearly done. We just need to fill up the rest with buckets of liquid starlight. I do have an ender tank up here, which is slowly filling with liquid starlight because this occasionally uses one up. So we just put it on. We right click. This is all built nicely. Thank you to the Schematica mod. And this has a chance to use one of the liquid starlights around it. Not all the time. It did that time. And that's how we get resonating gems. And we're going to need 4 of these. We almost have a bucket up here. I will just wait and replace that and then I'll do the other 3. And allow me to make this big structure thing, which is probably not put in the best place possible, but you know, there we go. Now, is that everything? I think that's everything. I think this is the wrong way round. Let me turn printer mode off. There we are. Missing structure. Well, it really shouldn't be missing structure. Why? Why are you missing? Power should be... Yep, this should be fine. Typical. What is the problem? Oh, I'm so stupid. All the tanks need to be filled with resonant ender, which is... How much? 250. So we need 4 stacks of ender pearls. That's quite a lot. So apparently in this pack, these only hold 4,000 millibuckets, not 16,000. So I made a few too many ender pearls. That's fine. I'm sure we'll want another 3 stacks of ender pearls. I do need 4 more of the pristine enderman matter. Hopefully we can get that soon enough. And then once we have that, we should be fine. I've got everything else already. It's all in here. Ta-da! So, woohoo! Exciting. Yeah, almost done. There we go. Now it's fine. And this is our last thing. This should start crafting. No, it won't. Because I'm stupid. We need 16 buckets of liquid starlight. Then it will start crafting. Okay, now... It's crafting. Perfect. There we go. This will get us the Star of the Blood Moon. No, it won't get us the Star of the Blood Moon. It will get us the infused irradiant star, which I think we have everything for. Let me just head over to Astral to double check. Yes, but it needs to be nighttime. And this will be our blood infused star thing. Yay, we did it. So let's head to the combat place. So we are in the combat simulation, and what we want to do is go to our Star of the Blood Moon shrine thingy-mabob, and we are going to put our shuriken somewhere I can actually access it. Oh, maybe I should have got a waystone. You know what? I'm going to get a waystone and come back. Waystone collected. Star of the Blood Moon. A dark presence looms above you. It beckons you to enter. The portal does not look stable. Better make haste. Oh, goodness.
XC443, where are you right now? You don't show up on our metrics. Wherever you are, it's not a place of our making. We're sending in a waystone so you can get the hell out of there.
Well, oh good, they gave me a waystone. Anyway, it seems. What is that? Okay, it died. We're fine. Maybe we should go for now until we find out what this is.
What is this place? We need to do some investigating. This isn't right.